Hello, this is Tim from the Two Blokes From Blighty podcast. Before we get into this week's episode, we're going to hear a short message from our friend Dan over at the Just Football podcast. Take it away, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. Much love. Kisses and pennies are in the mail.
Kisses and pennies.
Welcome to Just Football, a football podcast which aims to be your one-stop shop for all things on the beautiful game. Each episode will take a look at different features and aspects of the sport.
From analysing the latest results, to reviewing upcoming key fixtures, to what's going on in the news. There'll even be some quizzes and games to test ourselves. And you.
We also aim to bring you analysis of breaking events and biographies of teams, from the Champions League to non-league. No filler, no time wasting, just football.
German World Children Day?
Nah, it doesn't really blend with the queso. Fuck's sake. There's daddy issues and there's that. Fuck me. Or fuck her, apparently. I don't know.
Live woman found in Australian woman's brain. So for the last time ever, Tim, if you ever think about buying money online...
Don't fucking do it. It's a waste of time.
And it was like an intrusive thought. When I opened my mouth, the words just dribbled out.
It's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, but you do fuck all outside of it, so...
To give the audience an idea, it's just a video of a possum being fucking launched.
Among Us.
Jesus Christ.
In 5 years, Tim, your cryptocurrency journey will come to an end. You have made... Any better?
Yes, that's much better, much cleaner.
Is that so? Do I need to turn it down anymore?
No, that's good.
Okay, I'll do that again. Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. Welcome back to Two Blokes From Blighty. I am Joey Fitzgerald, one of your regular hosts, and I'm joined by the ever patriotic Tim Fitzgerald. How are you doing?
I'm feeling God blessed American this morning.
Well, I was said before we started recording, Tim, what is on your shirt?
It is a rip sleeve shirt, so the sleeves are gone, and it is just a tank top with the words "America" lit up in fireworks.
It's pretty 4th of July.
Yeah. Oh God, I just realised what month we're in. That's an awful month to wear this shirt. Sorry.
So, Tim, we'll get... Actually, let's start with your pub quiz question.
Do you know what? Do you know we did all that podcast prep before we started?
We've just done hours of podcast prep.
Guess which dickhead closed the tab?
It wasn't this one. So.
It was this dickhead.
This guy.
Give me a trivia quiz question about... Joey, give me the topic for the question.
Petrol stations.
Okay, and answer about petrol stations.
Or gas stations for
gas
you Americans.
Stations. God, that's specific. Okay, we're rolling with this. What is the primary purpose of the device known as the vapor recovery nozzle at a petrol station?
Ooh, could it be to recover vapors?
It could well be, but I want the answer verbatim. Thank you, audience.
Okay, well, come back later to understand what exact quote Tim wants for the answer for something about recovery novels.
Joey, what day of the week are we celebrating? Because it's the end of
20th.
season 3.
Yeah, the one that's the end of season 2. Let's not repeat our old 2-3 mishap that we had with
Sorry, Dan.
So we'll talk about that in a minute. So September 20th.
Yes.
On the day of release. We've got a few days here. Going to start with one that I really hope you shut down, International NFT Day.
Yep, shut it down. No fucking thanks is what that means.
Yep. National Queso Day.
I can get behind queso.
German World Children Day.
Nah, it doesn't really blend with the queso.
National Crime and Intelligence Analyst Appreciation Day.
I mean, I do work with financial crime at work, so that might appeal.
National Fried Rice Day.
I do like fried rice, especially with queso.
National
financial
String
crime.
Cheese Day.
Oh, this is becoming the perfect meal.
National School Backpack Awareness Day.
What about if we put all these food ingredients in some kid's backpack?
Are you thirsty? Because to wash it down, it's National Punch Day as well.
Oh, okay. Can we just celebrate all of these by having one big meal consisting of all this?
I think because it's the final episode of season 2, I will allow it.
Yes! All right, so we need everyone to construct meals made out of, what was it? Guac? Queso.
Fried rice, punch, string cheese. And German children.
And a child's backpack.
I like it. Tim, we've got a couple of things I need to talk to you about.
Well, what's on the docket today? I've got a couple of things from last episode as well we didn't get to.
One of them is really important and really pressing.
Sure.
What happened before this recording, Tim?
You sent me the link to the recording room and I said, on my way, having a shit.
So Tim joined the recording 5 minutes later than I would have liked him to because he was defecating.
I was having a shit. What do you want from me?
There is something that I wanted to bring up with you about when I visited you in Weston.
Oh, yeah?
You and Payne do not strike me as the kind of people that in your bathroom you would have 3-word slogans on the wall.
Oh, the live, laugh, love sign.
Live, laugh, love above the toilet.
We love it because it's so shit. Like, we want like a bunch of shit signs, like those good vibes only neon signs.
It's Prosecco o'clock.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
like,
well, I know what to get you for your birthday.
Incredible. If you could have like an ivy wall as well for the good vibes only thing, that would be amazing.
Why did you just send me a WhatsApp sticker of you having a poo?
Just, set the scene.
Well, enjoy that image, listeners, because Tim doesn't always lift up the toilet seat when he goes.
No. It's a bit like a can of whipped cream.
Oh, Tim. Okay, so I heard a story this week, and it takes a few twists and turns, and I'm going to stop at 2 points in this, 3 points in this story, and I'm going to ask you where you think it's going next, because I guarantee you it won't be where you think it's going.
Okay, I'm listening.
So I listened to another podcast called Help I Sexted My Boss. I don't know if you ever heard it.
I've heard of it, haven't listened to it.
It's quite funny, but people send in stories, and this is one that really stuck out to me. So this lady called Melissa was having a night at home by herself. Parents had gone out. She lived with her parents, and she thought, Mum and Dad's bed is much more comfy than mine. I'm going to sleep in their bed. Don't think it's that weird. At night, she went to plug in her charger. She reached under the bed and found a shoebox. Her mum's shoebox.
I hope there were shoes in it.
Tim, what do you think the next step of this story is?
The naive part of my brain says electric shoes.
Okay. What does the sensible part of your brain think?
Probably some sort of sex toy.
The first one, you are correct. Not the first one. The latter, you are correct.
Say, what the fuck do you mean by electric shoes?
She found an incredibly detailed sex toy. She then went on to say that she was feeling a fluttering feeling inside and lost her better judgment, washed the toy, and used it on herself.
No. No.
She described it as the best experience she'd ever had.
Oh, it's going to be like modeled after her dad, isn't it? No.
Only afterwards, I'm not going to stop again. Only afterwards did she go to wash it and see the words Cloner Willy on the bottom of it. And she said she'd had the best orgasm she'd ever had using a penis that was modelled after her father's.
Fuck's sake. There's daddy issues and there's that. Fuck me. Or fuck her, apparently.
It just really made me laugh, and I thought I'd bring it to you and see what you thought. But you got it bizarrely quickly. Have you seen that clip?
No. I just have a knack for knowing where the awful happens.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I've written down some notes here. They're a little bit fleeting, but one of them just says "woman with worm in brain."
Okay, cool.
Did you hear about this lady?
Nope.
So let me find it real quick because I probably should have had the article ready. Woman worm in brain, Australia, because of course it's Australia.
Mate, of course.
Let's have a look. Here we are. This is from the BBC. Live woman found an Australian woman's brain in world first. So,
live woman found in Australian woman's brain.
Live worm found in Australian woman's brain.
Wait a minute.
This is from the BBC. Live woman found an Australian woman's brain in world first. So, in a world first, scientists say that an 8 centimeter or 3-inch worm has been found alive in the brain of an Australian woman. Basically, she was complaining about headaches and like getting stomach pains and night sweats and coughs, and it kind of evolved into forgetfulness and depression. So they took her in for an MRI, and were like, "There's something weird going on in your brain. Let's open it up and have a look." So they did. I was about to call it open brain surgery. I guess that's kind of in the territory of brain surgery, I suppose. But
as opposed to that closed brain surgery.
Closed brain surgery where they keyhole the brain. So they opened up this woman's skull, and the doctor was like, "There's something moving," and they pulled out an 8 centimeter worm that was living in her brain.
No.
Can you imagine?
I'd rather not.
I would rather die than have a fucking worm in my brain.
Yeah,
I didn't realize Baldur's Gate was real. Yeah. Well, if you want a much more upbeat news story, I did find one earlier today that says Florida man tried to run to London across the Atlantic in human-sized hamster wheel has been banned from the sea.
I actually have a video for you that I'd like you to react to. I didn't think we would talk about it, but you reminded me when you said Australia. So it's to do with an Australian animal. I'm going to send it you on Discord.
On Discord.
You are going to know what it is when when you see the title of the article. But just scroll down as soon as you get there. There's a video shortly after. There's no adverts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's this.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it. I saw it on TikTok. The title of the article is "Orangutan finds possum in its treehouse and throws it like a frisbee." Video shows. I watched a follow-up of this where was it Perth Zoo. To give the audience an idea, it's just a video of a possum being fucking launched by this orangutan from this treehouse and over a wall where we don't see it again. And the Perth Zoo came out with a statement being like, "Yeah, orangutans will sometimes do that. We don't know if it's dead or not." That does remind me of one that I want to find for you.
6.5 hours later.
Oh, okay, I really can't find this video, and I'm still looking for it as we speak, but I think I'm just going to have to give up on my search. If anyone can find it, if I say the words Dublin Zoo, orangutan, and kids toy, you'll probably know what I mean if you know what I mean. So the this whole thing is this orangutan has spotted that this kid's toy has fallen into the water at its enclosure. And orangutans are surprisingly smart. So it's like kind of clambers down the side of this rock, and it gets like this big leaf and holds onto the rock with one arm and fans this toy out the water and towards it and picks it up, and he looks at it and he dries it off and he climbs up this enclosure. And there's like 2 enclosures on either side of a path for these orangutans, and they're connected by like these massive overhead wires. Mm-hmm. And the monkey starts climbing up this pole over these wires. So it's going to go on the wires to go over to the thing, and it stops in the middle of the wires between the enclosures and just starts fucking destroying the teddy, just raining the fluff down on the kid. It's really funny.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It's so funny.
That's really sad. While you were talking, I searched for funniest news stories this week, and it came up with an article called "Hospital serial killer known as the Angel of Death murdered in prison." And I thought, bloody hell, what a jape. That's it, Tim. That's all I have for you.
All right. Well, the other one.
16 minutes in, and we're not even 60 minutes because we're cutting a lot of it.
Well,
and I'm out of stuff to say.
I do have a story from work today. I was on what we call the escalated assistance line at work.
The escalator assistant.
The escalator assistants. We fix escalators because they become stairs. So we have this whole reporting system. So if an agent at work is repeatedly calling this line, it kind of using essentially tags that the assistant is assigned to the page. It shows their manager what they're calling up frequently about to give them extra training. Okay. Pretty good system. Muggins here read the thing as like escalated assistant's agent name as, hey, I'm supposed to put my name on this thing. And instead of all the other agents that have been calling me, and I've been doing that position for about 6 months. So I had to message my manager today and be like, hey, I'm sorry if my reporting looks really off. I'm a fucking idiot.
So, hi, manager. Just so you know, I've accidentally signed myself up to every single training that I can imagine.
Sorry for the time that takes away from forecast and planning. Lots of love, this dickhead.
This guy.
The only other thing I've got is weird hotels.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, I'm going to throw it back. There you go. That was me throwing it back.
All right, cool.
That was just for you. The listeners couldn't see because it was
cool,
a cheeky one.
Thank
No. So I'm going to throw back to last week where we spoke about our National Day. Can you remember what National Days we discussed?
I do not.
Well, I can't remember what National Day we chose, but one of them was National Hug Your Boss Day.
Oh, yeah.
I told my manager about this, and he said to me, I'm not going to say where he's from, but he said, you're always welcome in X place. So implying, he did say that the travel time would not be a good use of company time, but he did imply that I could always drive probably an hour and a half to give him a hug anytime I wanted.
That's very nice of him.
God bless.
God bless him. I'm trying to organise a tournament at work for a charity event.
What kind of tournament?
A Street Fighter 6.
Okay.
And it's only it's like 18 or 20 people that have signed up, I don't remember. But it's next week, and it is fucking nigh on impossible to get 20 people from different teams in the same room over the course of a week at some point.
Have they not signed up for it, though?
They have signed up for it, but the problem is that because it's a tournament, it involves bracket seeding, and not everyone's in on the same day. So I'm planning this, and then Payne comes in and is like, hey, completely not knowing that the tournament is next week, going, hey, don't forget the trains aren't on next week. So I have to get the bus every day to work next week, starting at 6 a.m. and coming back probably about 8 o'clock at night.
I thought you worked remotely most of the time.
I do, but the problem is I'm running this tournament in the office.
I think you should rearrange.
I would, but it's already been up on the posters, and it's like next week.
Well,
it's fine. I'll live with it. I'll just be knackered.
Sucks to be you, is what I'd say.
It does a bit.
Have you seen that news story from this week for the EasyJet flight attendant?
No. Oh, is this the one who opened the door on the people having sex in the cubicle?
Yeah, it is.
That's amazing, because I saw an alternative angle of that, and I thought it was like a proposal story at first.
Oh, yeah, so there's two angles of this, which is incredible. The whole flight is basically egging this guy on to open the door. They all know what's happening. And then he's like, no, I shouldn't. And then he caves to peer pressure. And what
like
happens when he does?
Attendant.
Yeah, he sees a man and a lady engaged in intercourse in the toilet.
Why didn't they lock the door?
Well, they did. He had the key because he's the flight attendant.
Sure.
So when this happens, there's a good 2 or 3 seconds where the man is just rabbit in the headlights, and then he grabs the door and slams it, and the whole plane erupts into laughter and applause. It's like, those Did Not Happen of the Year awards,
yeah,
where people goes and everyone claps,
yeah,
except for
cheers.
There's video evidence of everyone clapping.
I would be mortified if that were me. Not that I would.
Everyone else on the plane, they clapped with their hands, whereas the two in the toilet,
Clapping with cheeks.
Clapping them cheeks. You know, that's one of those sayings that I think is really disgusting and I never actually wanted to say, but my brain went there and it was like an intrusive thought. When I opened my mouth, the words just dribbled out.
I saw a video today which was someone being like dating someone with ADHD who has intrusive thoughts, and it was just like his girlfriend's filming him bringing her a bowl of ice cream, and he's like, "There you go, a big ass bowl of ice cream for."
I've seen it. Yeah,
I don't want to say it. A big ass bitch.
It's very good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Shall we go to what is the final crypto?
No, let's hold off on crypto for a minute because it's a special crypto section. I'd like to talk about mad shit.
Let's talk about mad shit.
So I'm putting music in here so it's nice and suspenseful. It's going to be like you know the end of the X Factor when they all they talk like this.
Oh,
and they read from an envelope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Okay,
so you put in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the music.
What now?
Yeah, already partway into the bit. Just ram it.
No, I'll just do it. I'll just do it now. Joey, put in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire lights down music. Well, no, I don't need to.
Oh, perfect. All right,
no, put it in. Theme. Put it in now. You want the Crystal Maze theme as well?
Yeah, play the Crystal Maze theme backwards.
I have to tell you, I'm not very good at editing, so this is really going to be testing me. But yeah, okay, Crystal Maze theme backwards.
All right.
So mad shit this week, Tim. We are on episode 10. We've had 9 rounds of mad shit so far.
9 rounds.
We put out a call on Discord because we recorded on Monday and said, look, we need one more mad shit. We don't have any. You put out a heartfelt plea. We need some mad shit.
We do.
And what happened, Tim?
Fuck all. 6/10 of an apple.
So, by way of, winning, what's it called? Is it winning by
default?
Yeah, default. By way of default, we can announce the winner of Mad Shit Season 2 is...
Dun, 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 dun.
Everyone,
I went to countdown for a second then.
No, Dan. Congratulations, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you for displaying your penis fish on Two Blokes From Blighty. So I, as promised in episode 2, Tim and I will send you a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get in touch with you on Discord to manage that. But there is a little bit of admin before that. You might remember Tim and I's designs of the t-shirt were on our Twitter, and I'll send them to you again.
It was See You Later, Alice Gator.
See You Later, Alice Gator, and your one said...
on the inside, I'm screaming, but on the outside, I am also screaming.
I have a feeling that one's going to win. But our poll on Twitter for which one should be the prize ran at 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like you to decide. Let me know on the Discord. Which one you want, and we'll send you that t-shirt in the Royal Mails.
The British Royal Mail. We were talking off recording about making the shirts like available for purchase as first official Game Club Pod merchandise.
I don't know. We'll work it out. They might come to availability in the near future
if there's interest.
Which, in the 10 weeks that we've done this season, there has been none. So if there is one person who would get one, we will do it so that we make no money and it'll be as cheap as possible for you, but we'll make them available for you.
Hell, we'll sign it.
No, we won't.
I will.
No, because that means they need to come to us and then they distribute them. We can just be a drop shipper here, Tim. We can be one of those scummy Instagram adverts where everything's really far more expensive than if you bought on AliExpress.
I've got some stuff arriving from AliExpress, actually.
What have you got arriving?
I've got a new fighting game controller and a key ring that's set to arrive in November.
You bought them from AliExpress?
Yeah, so they use what they call Kenwa switches, which are apparently really good.
Tim, they're not going to be what you ordered.
It's fine.
That's like ordering from Wish and thinking it's going to be okay.
It's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine.
Tim, for the last time, what is Tom Hanks doing right now?
Tom Hanks is throwing possums over the wall at different zoos.
Are you calling Tom Hanks a chimpanzee?
Yeah, that's what the O in Tom stands for. He's an orangutan.
Chimpanzee.
God, dyslexia is a cruel mistress. No, the O in Tom Hanks is orangutan.
A chimpanzees and orangutans the same thing?
No, because it's not a chimp throwing the thing, it's an orangutan.
I thought it was a chimp.
No, I'm looking at the headline right here.
The headline, if you actually read it, I didn't notice until I sent it to you. AOL is what it's from. And the subheadline is, the unwanted visitor was, in quote marks, yeeted at a zoo in Australia.
God, like, are we cool, AOL? Are we cool?
We're so cool. I think Tom Hanks is just in a room throwing it back.
He's throwing it back.
He's just having a good time throwing it back.
Wet-ass Hanks.
A W-A-H.
Yeah, it's a wah. So, that whole build-up that you had then too, we put out this call for bad shit, and what happened? Fuck all. I don't know if you've ever seen this video. I've just sent it to you.
Teddy, tell everybody what you got last Sunday.
I got a fortune cookie that said, in 6 days' time will be your lucky day.
Which is today?
Yes, today is my lucky day. 6 days' time.
What have you just found out?
My hamster's dead.
My hamster's dead. Instead of me reading it, I'll try and cut the audio in. There's so much extra work in this one, Tim.
Well, it's the final episode of the season.
Oh yeah, but you do fuck all outside of it, so...
Excuse you, I sometimes bring topics to the table and often forget my crypto login.
Yeah, cool. Well, on forgetting your crypto login...
Yeah, I'm desperately doing it right now.
Tim.
I'm in.
Monumental scenes here. Hold on, don't give it away with your face.
I'm not.
Monumental scenes here. After 2 seasons of singing like an idiot about cryptocurrency.
Are you going to do it one last time as a sign-off?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
So, crypto song, if you ever think about buying money online.
Yeah, if I can do it, it's a waste of time. Audience, I'm going to put a message out in the Discord if anyone wants to sing the entire jingle.
If anyone wants to sing any of the jingle, they're very welcome.
It's a bit like... It's a bit like that video for Lever, Johnny Lever by the Longest Johns. It's just a bunch of people singing the song and they sample it in as needed.
I don't know what that means, Tim.
Well. Anyway, on to crypto. We are up. What was it last week? It was really fucking low last week, like 30...
£25.
Right, well, I've still not worked out how to put it back into pounds, so we're in dollars again. I don't know if you want to get
Let me get dollars, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we were at like $32 last week or something.
You were $32.55.
We're now at $37.30.
And your original investment in Dogecoin was
£30.
How long ago, Tim?
About 5 years.
Would you like to know how much money you've made over 5 years?
Not particularly.
In 5 years, Tim, your cryptocurrency journey will come to an end. You have made minus 12p.
I was fucking drinking. Oh, oh, that's really funny.
So 5 years of solid investing. The highest point you were at was what?
Like 150, maybe 200.
£200, we'll say. And you're cashing out as we speak for £29.88p.
Oh, that's fucking great.
You would have been better off withdrawing £30 and hiding it in your flat. You would get £30.
Oh, holy shit. Oh, that's really funny. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So with that money, I'm crying. With that money.
Joey had to mute his mic here. There was coughing, laughing, crying. It was a mess.
Oh.
With that money, you are going to do what?
I'm going to buy Paying the Sims back.
Just one?
Yeah, probably. Maybe two if I can get away with it.
How much do they cost?
Well, they're on sale right now for like 17 quid.
So you could get two.
Yeah, maybe reasonably.
I'll let Payne know that you'll get a two.
All right, cool. Thank you.
You can't keep any of that money because you failed at investing.
I didn't do shit. It just sat there.
Yes, Tim, exactly. You didn't do shit. At one point, you described what you did as diversifying, and you've still lost 12p.
That's really fucking funny.
So for the last time ever, Tim, if you ever think about buying money online,
don't fucking do it. It's a waste of time. So we need something to fill the crypto void for next season. So I want some audience participation, not just mad shit. I still want to run mad shit.
Maybe I think we can go back to doing mad shit. I think we can do our fun stories. Please still send them to us, but I don't think. I think we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll think of something. What else do we have this week? I mentioned weird hotels earlier.
Yeah, talk about weird hotels, Tim.
All right. Well, first of all, so I should probably preface why I've written this down. When I was in Birmingham, Payne and I stopped in this really strange hotel.
The Best Western.
And it was a place. I'm not going to name names, but J.R.R. Tolkien stayed there.
It was a place.
It was a place.
It was the Plough and Harrow on the Hagley Road. Too.
It was. I'm going to send you a video, Joey, and this was the walk that we had from our from the lounge to the hotel room. There it is.
Sending me on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp.
Not got over that 12p yet.
12p is fucking funny.
What is going on here? So you're walking through, there's mirrors. Lots of mirrors.
It looks like one of the lobbies in The Shining.
Looks like a Weatherspoon.
Does a bit. The walk to the room felt like the fucking find for a Weatherspoon's toilet. Okay.
And there's so many areas where it's like 3 steps up, 1 step down.
Yeah.
What is going on?
There's a point where it like turns into like this set of U-bend stairs that look like something from an old council office.
I've just got to that. What is going on here, Tim?
I don't know. It's a really strange hotel.
Right. Why did you record this? This is a minute and a half of you walking
through a hotel. I just wanted to show, the Northern Boy.
The Northern lad.
The Northern Boy.
But the floor that you're on looks like a completely different.
It's a different building
era.
Yeah. So I wanted to show because I was like, look, that's the walk to our hotel because it's a bloody long. But there was also just a number of really strange things about the room. So, like, for example, hot tap worked just fine. Cold tap only spat out hot water.
So fuck you if you want to drink.
Yep, pretty much. We the way we got cold water was to get an ice bucket and just wait for it to melt.
Oh god.
So there was like no shower pressure. The windows opened, but it was one window with 2 panes, and they just moved like, watch my hands. That that was all they moved.
There must have actually been 3 panes.
Wait, there it is.
Took you a second.
There you go. The TV only worked on some channels, so we ended up watching a lot of Film 4.
What did you watch?
I don't remember. Nothing special.
Catwoman.
Not again. And what was it? Oh yeah, England was in the middle of a heat wave last week.
Yep.
And there was a big old sign in the room that said, "For your comfort, this room is kept at 21 degrees. If you need to adjust the temperature, please do not use a radiator and instead call or visit reception to have the room temperature adjusted." So we were like, okay, we'll just go down to reception and we'll ask. So I went on my Lord of the Rings-esque hike to the reception. Went down there and they were like, nah, can't adjust it. So we just had to bake at 21 degrees at night.
Well, it was like 30 plus outside.
Exactly.
So actually you were doing quite well, Tim.
But 21 at night is mental.
21 is savage.
21 savages. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But I want to know, what weird hotels have you been in?
But there's a few. I don't know. Have we ever spoken about the one before we went on holiday to Bulgaria on the pod? The worst hotel I've ever been in.
That was one of the worst places we've ever stayed.
So that we've spoken about EasyJet before. This was an easy hotel. We got there. Luton is a place.
Interesting place.
Luton is a place. And the Easy Hotel is like the worst of the worst hotels in this place.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim, Mum, shared a room.
Yep.
James, our brother, and his wife shared a room. Jenny and I shared a room. Very normal.
It was clearly like an old box factory, this place as well.
There was 2 types of room. You and Mum had one type, as did James and Katie had the same type.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny and I had a room with no windows.
Yep.
We had a room where the bathroom was bigger than the bedroom.
Yep.
I know that because I slept on the floor in the bathroom because I felt claustrophobic in the bedroom. And I say slept in big quotation marks. Now, the reason that this popped to my mind is because you said about the aircon. Now, you had independent aircon.
Yes, but we also did have a thing. My room wasn't all sunshine and roses. It was it had a very, very, very open window onto the high street. So we had to prop the blind shut with our suitcases, against the wall, so no one could look in.
So the thermostat for our room wasn't just for our room; it was shared by 10 other rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So if I wanted it any warmer, I had to go and ask reception to lift the temperature. Someone 2 doors down from me could have said, "I'm very warm in my room. Can you lower the temperature?" So we would have played temperature thermostat ping pong all night with all of the people on the row that we were in.
Yes.
On top of this, so the reason Jenny and I didn't have a window is because we didn't want to pay extra for a window.
Which is mad in a hotel.
Insane. When we were leaving, the man behind the desk was telling his friends about all the prostitutes that people had brought to the hotel that night that we had just stayed there.
Yep.
The worst place I've ever stayed.
Worst hotel ever.
In my life. Yeah. I mean, it paid off for me and Jenny because we got the best room in that really lovely villa in Bulgaria.
Yeah, and I got the lizard-infested cupboard.
Yeah? You did?
What else was there? Do you remember the Formula One hotels we used to stay in France?
I do. I don't remember them being bad, but I think in hindsight, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed that you shared a toilet with the whole floor, like Charlie Day's apartment in It's Always Sunny.
Toilet and shower, and The rooms would. I remember the rooms being like laid out like a cruise ship room, where it's like a bunk bed on like either side of the things. But there was always 5 of us, so someone slept on the couch. Most often, Dad, I think.
Well, you probably took one for the team.
Probably. I mean, in return, I always went on the boot whenever we went anywhere.
You did, yeah. Do you remember the Madonna Inn?
Oh, it's ringing a bell. What was that one?
That was when we stayed between San Francisco and Los Angeles. There was that hotel, and our room everything was bright pink. It was the place that had a restaurant, and the urinal was a waterfall.
I remember this. That was a weird place.
Wonderful place.
I think I would
go back to the Madonna Inn in a heartbeat.
It was like Willy Wonka's factory, but
what?
Yeah, I don't remember if I've spoken about this on Mainline Game Club Pod. I feel like I have with what my friends and I called Murder House.
I think you have. Just run me through it.
Sure. So Slade and a few friends from the States came over to visit.
Yes, you have. We did a whole post amble on Game Club Pod about this.
Oh, that's right. I don't remember what episode it was from though. So, audience, go back and listen to every episode to bump those numbers, please.
All of them.
Twice, even, in case you missed it the first time.
But start from maybe episode 10, because I think that's when we introduced post ambles.
Something like that. Around Ocarina of Time kind of era.
Tim, that means that we've done 64 post ambles. 54 post ambles.
In 10, we'll have done 64.
And it would be like Nintendo.
Wow.
I'll make the quiz in 10 episodes' time, Nintendo themed. I'll forget, who knows?
You can Nintendo 60 forget about it.
Josh, what are you doing in here?
He's looking at his Nintendo Chicago. Forget about it.
His deep dish Nintendo.
It's deep dish Nintendo where you have to my cartridges are way better than New York cartridges.
Josh, we'll see you later. Have a good one, mate.
I'm out of here. Fuck you. Bing bang.
Forget about it. Bing bang.
Did you get the Bing bang video I sent you earlier, by the way?
Yeah, I did. You've sent it me before. It's just, I think we've spoken about it before. The man throws a pigeon and says, "Fuck your life, bing bong."
Yeah. Have you seen the one where the guy's got a giant moth and he opens the petrol station? He's like, "Hey, look at this," and he just throws a moth in.
Have I told you that I really hate moth?
I know. You also don't like dragonflies or butterflies.
I'm not mad on butterflies. Like, they're fine. Fine. But dragonflies are the worst thing on the planet.
You were talking about this because you don't know the way they hover in front of you.
They look at you really menacingly.
They're rubbing their little feelies together.
They're little feelies, but then they've got big, massive eyes like a cartoon character on crack. Awful things. I never used to bother me, but when we stayed in Canada, the holiday that I think we've spoken about here, that our family affectionately knows as the divorce holiday.
We've definitely spoken about it because it happened in a teepee.
Yeah, that was the holiday where our dad told our mum that he wanted to divorce, but he told her whilst he was in a teepee. I mean, she was in it too.
She wasn't stood outside or whatever.
But there was a lake at that teepee site, and there was hundreds of dragonflies.
I remember.
I really think I got an irrational fear of dragonflies from that holiday.
I'm trying to remember what else happened on that holiday. Because we saw a lot of Canada then, and that was the holiday. Did Mum break or sprain her ankle?
She sprained. We didn't see that much. We only went from Vancouver to Calgary.
That was a good chunk. Canada's huge.
Yeah, Canada is big, but saying we saw a lot implies we saw a majority.
But no, I remember we were on Victoria Island and Mum fell down some stairs and sprained her ankle, and it seemed like the entirety of the population of Victoria Island came running to her aid.
Yeah, she fell downstairs and we all went, "What a beautiful scene.
What a beautiful lady."
What a beautiful scene. like we're Chris Eubank. It was stupendous.
It was stupendous.
No, what did he say? The weather is stupendous. It's like you are a heavyweight boxing world champion. What else, Tim? Where else have you stayed that's weird in hotels?
I've stopped on a lot of strange Airbnbs. Where where have I stopped in hotels? I've definitely stopped in a hotel, and I'm trying to remember where it was, but I remember thinking, I was like, I don't feel safe here, like, at all. Where was I?
I don't know.
Was this? This might have been. Oh, I want to say it was somewhere in Texas.
Say no more, Tim.
Yeah. It would have been on the outskirts of Austin somewhere. We were stopping in this hotel. That's what it was. After my long immigration story, where I got held up in immigration, I couldn't get my keys to my apartment, so I had to go to the hotel near the airport. And the lobby looked fine. The room looked fine when it was lit up, but at night it was very clear. Like, the glass was very thin, and the highway was there, and there was a lot of sirens. I was like, "Fuck me, I'm in America."
Wow, that sounds really joyous. Tim, before we go on to your quiz question answer, I want to tell you a compliment I received yesterday.
I'm listening.
I was talking to Dan from Casting Views. He's gotten quite a lot of airtime. Listen to Casting Views.
Love you, Dan.
Dan's wonderful. We were talking about all kinds of things, and he said, "You really are an intriguing person."
Me or you?
Me. And then he said, "Please take that in the right way."
That's like that nothing sexual comment. As soon as you add "please take it in the right way," well, what does that mean?
Yeah. Like I would say, for example, I listen to Casting Views every night while I'm in bed. Nothing sexual.
Yeah, don't look into it.
Don't look into it. Don't think
it's
about
purely
it.
surface level.
Yeah. Tim, let's have the answer to your quiz question.
So the question was, what is the primary purpose of a device known as a vapor recovery nozzle at a petrol station? Forewarning, I've not read this answer, so I don't know either. The primary purpose of a vapor recovery nozzle at a petrol station is to capture and control gasoline vapors that would otherwise be released into the atmosphere when refueling a vehicle, helping reduce air pollution and minimize the harmful emissions.
Was that really worth it, listener, for listening to 10 weeks so we can end on that?
We can end it on a good joke I heard the other night if you want.
Yes, please.
What do you eat when you're cold and angry?
Don't know.
A burger.
Right, well, enjoy National Queso Day, German Children Day, National Fried Rice Day, Punch Day, Backpack Awareness. Queso. Did I not say Queso Day?
No, not yet.
National Crime and Intelligence Analyst Appreciation
Day,
and National String Cheese Day. For the last time in Season 2, and I'll ask you a question about Season 3 in a second, Tim. For the last time in Season 2, we'll see you in the next episode. Take that, you bastards. Tim, when can people expect Season 3?
The exact same time next week.
So enjoy your week. Tim, is there anything you want to plug?
Yep, sure. At Wembembo on everything, including Blue Sky. If you are on there and cool. If you're also looking for more podcasts, my co-host Arya and I of The Fanatic, still on 9 weeks. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a schedule conflict this week, so we have had to delay it a week. But we're still going to do 52 watches. We've got about 9 or so to go. Joey, what about you?
You should listen to Talking Smack.
Go listen to
our
them.
Lovely friend Josh and his ragtag band of smackheads talk about some really cool stuff, and the episodes they've had recently have been really interesting. So,
I've started going back and listening to Talking Lasso since finishing Season 1 and starting Season 2.
But you're going to spoil Season 3. Don't do it. Wait until you've got to Season 3.
No, I'm going to... What?
Talking Lasso is about Series 3.
Oh.
So, what the hell do you think we were talking about?
I just listened to the first episode so far.
So you've ruined the end of Season 2?
I guess.
Fucking.
It's fine. I've still got the whole series to go.
Okay.
And I'm bound to have forgotten it by the time I get there.
Cool. Okay, well, in that case, listen to Talking Smack. You'll really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And we will see you in a week's time.
For Season 3.
Season 3.
We're going to be adding Wild Assault and Deflect Shield. That's a Guilty Gear Season 3 reference if you need it.
I fucking hate it. Tim, anything you want to say to the listener?
Take that, you bastards.
Take that, you bastards. Love you, bye.
Bye.
Ooh, another white boy with a podcast.